Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector, and tonight I'm going to do a little bit different video than my normal mail day or contest response or anything like that, or even beyond cardboard. Tonight I'm just going to do a showcase video that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I finally feel like I am ready to kind of do a showcase video for some of my favorite autographs in my collection. Now these aren't all necessarily the most valuable, although all of them do have pretty tremendous value. That's not why I collect them. It's because I think they represent amazing players from an amazing history of the game. And there's just different things I like about each of the autographs that I'm going to show off tonight. Number one, they're all Hall of Famers. Number two, they're all slabbed, and they're all kind of bigger slabs. So these are kind of like tall boy slabs that you're going to see here at first. And there was no way I was able to narrow it down to 10 or so. I don't even know how many I have here. I just kind of went through and grabbed a stack of things I'd love to show off, and hope you guys really enjoy checking it out. Something different you may see is you may see some player names here, especially if you're not into the history of baseball, that are players that had amazing Hall of Fame careers, that if you don't know who they are, I encourage you to go look them up and check them out and see what made them so great. First off here is Travis Jackson, and this is just kind of a postcard thing, photograph thing. And the reason I love this, yes, it's in blue Sharpie. Yes, it's a picture of the player, which is great, and I love that. It's a near mint to mint 8 autograph, which is good for sure. But what I love about it is it's to Mike, and so this was signed probably before I was even born, and to even have it to be personalized that way, or find one that's not personalized to me personally but has my name on it, I always think that's really cool, and I actually would pay premium for that. So I'm really excited to have this one in my collection. Travis Jackson, Hall of Famer, which they'll all be Hall of Famers. So let me keep going and try to do this relatively quick. So there's himself, Roy Campanella. This is a mint 9 Perez Steel that I got. This is post-stroke for Roy, so it's kind of a weird deal that happened to him, you know, and he had, or not stroke, car accident for him when he became paralyzed. Excuse me. And he used to essentially, he would sign his name, but it was very assisted from people around him to help him because he had a hard time writing on his own. But still a great Perez Steel PSA mint 9, so love that one. Is Mr. Jolton Joe DiMaggio. Look how sharp that autograph is, and I really just love Perez Steels signed. They just look so great. Love the artisticness of it for sure, but a Joe DiMaggio mint 9 is all right by me. Next up is the Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays, and just a beautiful Gem Mint 10 autograph. This is from a set called Perez Steel. It was Memorable Moments or something like that, or hold on, Masterworks mint 9 on a Perez Steel of none other than Mr. Mantle, Mickey Mantle. Just look at that. He's just smiling. It's great. It's got an action shot underneath it. These were the Celebration series, because you can tell by the way the name is written on the card, and it says it on the back. That's another giveaway. But mint 9 autograph there of the Mick. Here comes the Splendid Splinter, Mr. Ted Williams. Again, a mint 9 on this one. This is the Celebration series as well. That kind of ends the pictures slash Perez Steels that I wanted to show tonight in kind of this showcase. So for the postcards I'm going to show off, I thought I'd just change the camera angle so it would show it a little bit better. This first one here is just one of the great all-time players for the A's, Mr. Jimmy Fox. And again, these aren't about value. Again, although they do have tremendous value, these are just autographs in my collection that I really, really love. This is Nap Lajoie. Larry Lajoie is his name, and this is a cut signed by him in 1955 in a near mint 8. Up is a Hall of Fame pitcher, Mr. Ed Walsh. And again, if you don't know who some of these players are and what their impact on the game was, I really, really encourage you to check it out, because there are some amazing stories here, and just you'll start getting why these are my favorites in my collection. So Ed Walsh, tough Hall of Fame autograph. Here's another tough Hall of Fame autograph, and it's of Dazzy Vance. He was also a pitcher. It's funny how PSA DNA grades their autographs. I would think this would be a pretty nice autograph, but it's only an excellent to mint 6. So whatever, that is what it is. But anytime you can have a Dazzy Vance, you should be happy. George Sisler, just amazing first baseman for the St. Louis Browns. Hall of Fame career, obviously. And this is in a near mint to mint 8. Go look at how many times George Sisler hit over 400. This is of Hall of Fame slugger Chuck Klein. It's only a near mint 7 autograph, and I can actually see why this one's graded the way it is, because it is very faint. Very faint. It's faint on the postcard or index card or whatever this is, but man, this is still a $400 to $500 autograph, and just one of those that I picked up in an auction a long time ago. Next up is Harry Heilmann. He was a great Detroit Tiger back in the day. Just an amazing hitter. Go look up Harry Heilmann. I'm telling you, go look this stuff up. You guys are going to be like, whoa, these guys are amazing. And that is absolutely true. Harry Heilmann. Next up, Mr. Wahoo Sam Crawford. Love what it says here, because even though it's a near mint 8 autograph and it's in red, which would not normally be something I would go for in my collection, his stuff's pretty hard to find, so getting any of them is great. And apparently the person who sent this index card for him to sign was a little persistent, because Sam writes desist on it, like, leave me alone, kid. I've signed enough for you. But this one right here I got at the National in God, what year was that? Last time it was in Cleveland, so 14 or 15, whenever that was. And this is Jackie Robinson. This is my only Jackie Robinson autograph. It came back, and actually I bought it authentic. It was already slabbed. I sent it in to get an actual numerical grade put on it, and it came back a 7. And you know, you can tell there's some issues with the card itself that it's on, but the autograph looks really, really good. So it's what inspired me to do this video, and that's my Cy Young autograph. Nothing else to say about this. It's a mint 9, beautiful. It also, ironically, and I didn't say this the other day, it came with a full letter JSA. So I have a JSA and it's slabbed PSA. So I think it's legit, or as legit as something can be. So this is one of my favorites because it's an interesting piece. It's a New York Yankees piece, most likely from 1927, which was the great Yankees team, Murderers Row, because all the players that are listed here, George Selkirk, Ben Chapman, Frank Crosetti at the bottom, and then 2 Hall of Famers. Tony Lazzeri is on here. He's a really, really hard autograph on his own. And then, of course, the Iron Horse himself, Mr. Lou Gehrig, is on this. And this is my only Lou Gehrig autograph and my only Tony Lazzeri autograph. I'm hesitant to send it in and get it numerically graded because they charge you for every autograph on there and they give an average. They don't grade. Like, I just want the Gehrig and Lazzeri graded. They'll be like, sorry, we're going to give you an average of all the autographs on the piece. And so, to me, I'm like, I'll just keep it as is and maybe someday get an individual piece of Gehrig and Lazzeri. But overall, love having this in my collection. Of course, there's going to be no great autographs in Mike's collection without showing my Gem Mint 10 Babe Ruth autograph. It's on like a little business, it's almost like the size of a business card, on the back of some other type of paper that they mounted it in. And so it's been cut out, as you can see there, but hey, it's a Gem Mint 10 Babe Ruth, and there are not many of those floating around. Now I got some bigger stuff. I'm going to rearrange the camera. Hang on one second. Next up are some even larger kind of items, and this first one here is of Eddie Collins, who is just an amazing ball player back in the early years of baseball, one of the first Hall of Fame classes. He's on one of those first day issue, you know, cover kind of things. And it's a beautiful autograph. You can see on the left side, right over here, signed it, and it's a Near Mint 8 autograph. Awesome. I love signed checks, and not everybody loves signed checks because they're really big, especially if you get them slabbed. But I've had this a little while, and it cost me a pretty penny, but I was thrilled when I was able to acquire a Ty Cobb autograph. And you can see down at the bottom, Tyrus R. Cobb. I love that it's to the Pacific Telephone and Telegraph Company, so he's paying his phone bill, and it was $228 back in 1955. That's like a fortune. So he must have been calling a lot of different people to have a phone bill that big back in 1955. But you can see his signature over in the bottom right. A little bit, the cancel stamp gets into the T a little bit, but overall, just a fine example of a Ty Cobb check. There are plenty of Ty Cobb checks out there, so if you are looking for a Ty Cobb item, this is a great one to get. I just wanted mine slabbed so it could kind of already be authenticated. I wouldn't have to worry about a fake being out there, because that's possible. Not likely, but possible. All right, moving on. I got two more to show you. The first one is going to be really big, and I'm just going to show it this way because it'll show the signature a lot better. And it's Mel Ott. Here, I'll kind of tilt up and you can see the top of the slab. This is only an Excellent Mint 6 autograph grade, and that totally makes sense because the autograph is right down here. So it's faint, certainly. It's a newspaper clipping, and he signed it though, so this is my only Mel Ott autograph. I love that it's a picture. I really do. Wish the autograph was bolder, but what are you going to do? It's Mel Ott. And I just love this piece. I'm going to put it sideways because that's the best way to see his autograph. This is signed by some guy named Bob Veal. Just kidding. He was a pitcher for the Pirates. But the big autograph on here is Roberto Clemente, the Puerto Rican outfielder for the Pirates, and just unbelievable signature and ballpoint here. Really bold. It got a Near Mint to Mint 8.5, but I think the Clemente autograph itself is just beautiful. I don't like multi-sign pieces typically when there's players that are marginal. I mean, Bob Veal was an all-star kind of guy, but overall I'd rather it just be a Clemente autograph, similar to the Gehrig and the Lazzeri piece. But stuff like this typically will go for significantly cheaper than a single signed item. So for me, it's, you know, a good placeholder for a Clemente autograph, and it got an 8.5. Clemente's signature is very, very hard to get in a high grade because he was very sloppy with his signature. I mean, if that looks like Roberto Clemente, we need to talk about your vision. It's just total gibberish in how he signs any item. But it's typically very faint, and, you know, getting a good, solid, sharp Roberto Clemente autograph is difficult. So I'm pretty pleased with having this in my collection. So guys, that's just some of the my favorite autographs in my Hall of Fame autograph collection. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you saw some players that you're going to go check out and see what their careers were like, because just amazing stories in the history of baseball. So again, I hope you liked it, enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and keep collecting.